Hello. Hello and welcome to my writing sprints and welcome to November. Um yeah, I thought that I would be more prepared for this stream as I started the day pretty early and I was focused on figuring out what I was going to do for NaNo or whatever it's called now, as the thumbnail says. Whether you're doing the rough draft challenge that Sarah Cannon is running, or you're doing NaNo 2.0, or you're doing Novel November, or you're doing some other kind of let's write a book in November challenge, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call my NaNo 2.0. Might just say NaNo. Though I'm doing more than just writing the 50,000 words in a month. So I'll get into my plans, but I've spent most of this day a little bit anxious for whatever reason. I don't know. I've just been dealing with a lot of anxiety in my body. And the day has not turned out how I wanted it to so far. And it's 3 o'clock. So I'm hoping this stream will turn it around and I will get something done. So, yeah. Happy November. How's everyone doing? How was your Halloween? How was your October? If you are working on some kind of project for November, whether it be for whatever challenge you're doing, let me know what you're working on, what your goal is, and I will get into what mine is. I'm not prepared for this stream at all like I wanted to be, but it's okay. I'm better off the cuff, I think. So I'm going to move this so I can get to the keyboard. So let's see who's here. JC was in here first. May I have some hot chocolate, please? I wish I had some. The one in the thumbnail looks so delicious. And I don't have any. I don't have any coffee either. So there's that. Love the intro. Thank you. Hello. Tiffany's here. Hello. Eva's here. Hello. And we got more hellos to each other. What is lacking from your day? Is it us? Because we're here now. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot to do outside of writing. So, and then I'm still coming off. I feel like I'm still coming off of the colonoscopy and the anesthesia and stuff, even though that's way out of my system by now. But I don't know. I feel off. I still feel a little off. So I don't know. Let's see. Started a declutter a few days ago, and today I'm finishing the kids' room, or that's the plan. I'm also filming it. Awesome. Halloween was all right. Never did find a movie I wanted to watch, but still had a good night. Nice. I watched Hocus Pocus last night while we were eating dinner, and that's about all I did. I was at my mom's house for a little bit before I came home, and she had one trick-or-treater come. Actually, it was just a neighborhood kid who didn't even have a bag, who just said, "I'm here for the trick-or-treating." And then when we asked him where his bag was, he said, "I have pockets." And then he put the candy in his 2 tiny pockets. So I did that. I handed out candy to one trick-or-treater yesterday because we don't get any over here in my neighborhood. So that was my Halloween. Let's see. My body isn't allowing me to move too quickly, but I'm hoping to actually shampoo the room too. We'll see. Nice. October was a roller coaster. I'm still processing a lot of it. Bad roller coaster. Good roller coaster. Sometimes roller coasters are fun. Sometimes they're scary. So, what kind of roller coaster was it? Editing my video today and doing some social media scheduling. Maybe need another day or so to get back into doing things. I don't know what I need. But I hate when I feel like this, especially when I'm home alone. It kind of exacerbates the feeling of feeling off. And like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this feeling. I was laying down earlier to try to like not think about it. Didn't work. Now I'm back up. Now, because I'm talking, Simba's coming in here. So now I have to probably take him outside. Because, yeah. Let's see. October was calm. I healed from surgery and then got super ambitious, which was fun. Then life lifed, and the ambition is lower, but October was just the start of what I hope November keeps being. Nice. Tiny pockets, cute. Right. He didn't say trick or treat. It was I'm here for the trick or treating. That's what made it even funnier. Not sure yet. Okay. Sometimes they're just filled with adrenaline. Just when my doctor stretched because your dog was itching. Simba's always itching. I cannot figure out what to do for his skin. It's very irritating for both of us. I need a shower reset. I don't know what I need. I don't like showering. I shower, but I don't like showering. So it does not really reset me. It kind of overstimulates me, to be honest. And I've already showered for today, so that was enough showering. And we got hi to Simba. See your tail wagging. October was decent in terms of the writing. I had 2 weeks where I wrote over 12K words, so I'm happy with that. Yay! That's awesome. I have written nothing. So, absolutely nothing. Besides a few words in the revision of Seed Among Good Ground, I've written nothing. And a few poems, but that's it. No, I have done no drafting, which makes me sad. Which brings me to what I'm doing for November. I have 2 projects. The first project, of course, is finishing Seed Among Good Ground. The goal is to finish the entire revision, and then so I can start exchanging chapters. Well, first so I can send it to JC, and then so I can start exchanging chapters with Shannon in December. Or at least I want to be ready by December. I don't know if she's ready or not because she's been working on some like short stories. I don't know if her draft is finished or not. I really don't know. Have I read this one? No, I haven't read this one at all. Okay. But yeah, so that's plan 1. And then the second plan is I want to draft something. So I put a poll on my used to be called community tab, my posts here on YouTube of 4 projects that I could do. Right now, one of them is winning. I think it's OCD Dark Academia story. Because I couldn't decide. They all have characters and plots, so all of them would probably be easy to jump into. And I haven't really drafted anything since 2024, 23? Because I finished the 2 cozies in 2023. 2024, I was working on book 3. And I don't know how much I drafted in 2024. and I didn't draft anything in 2025. So it's been a long time since I've drafted anything, so I really want to draft something. So those are my 2 plans for November. And I did not get to take most of November off as I had wanted, but I do have the last week of November off and the first week of December off of work. And then I am also planning a work from, kind of a work from home week, but just like I want to move some things in my schedule around so that I can have a bit more time to do, time to get my work done before I go on vacation. So that's the plan. I'd recommend weed, but that is so stereotypical of a stoner. I feel like I would be like I'd still be anxious. I don't know. You've done a lot of planning. Too much planning. I mean, yeah, I brainstormed and I planned, but there's only so much you can plan. Eventually, you gotta like do the plan. So it almost feels like just procrastinating. So, ready to read them. Yay! A lot of people work their bodies ragged, hoping for time to do nothing. No shame or grief for what you didn't do. That's just energy you could put towards the thing you want to do. True. And I used a lot of energy in other areas of my life. I just didn't do the writing, which is what I want to do. So saw the poll. Always going to pick the werewolves. Yeah, that's a fun story. They're all fun stories. The least developed one is the last one that I don't have any votes for right now. So I'm kind of happy that one didn't win or isn't winning. I don't know when I'm going to close the poll or when I'm going to decide like this is the one I'm writing. Probably the end of the day. I picked the first one. I think it was the OCD one. Yes, it was. Yay for time off. Yay. What was the gasp for? I don't remember. Could be. Varies by user for sure. No such thing. Is that for like the too much planning? Because yeah, you eventually got to do it. Otherwise, you just have plans. Yeah. And I feel like I've been planning for generations and not doing anything. So, yeah. I don't know. So sprint 1, drafting, Cheryl, when we're done. We could do that. But I don't know if I want to close the poll. Or I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. Generations, JC. Entire generations. That's because you don't count the steps as steps, only the mountaintop. True. I don't. The mountain has not been conquered. Therefore, nothing has been done. Simba's whining, so we're going to have to go into a sprint soon so I can take him outside. Yeah. See, writing is a process, and all the parts of the process count as writing. I know that. It doesn't feel like it, but I know that. 'Cause, 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 You can't discount the steps you take to get through the draft. It's taken me so long, though. I've been writing this draft for like 3 years. 3 years. There's gonna be 4 years between book 2 and book 3. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That feels tragic. The mountain grows faster than we do. True. Sprint 1, write the first story. And the second sprint, write the second story. But I have 3 that are tied for second place, or 2 that are tied for second place. So I don't know which one to do unless somebody hasn't voted and they can break the tie on the second one. Then I can figure out which one. Hello, Melissa. I don't feel like I'm going to get a lot done. Melissa has been streaming for, well, not 12 hours yet, but she will be streaming for 12 hours today. So if you want some more sprints after I'm done, there's a lot of sprints happening, but you can go hang out with Melissa. Let's see which one made you the most excited to continue. Yes. Hit the like button. Thank you. Draft a short story that isn't on the poll. Finish a draft in 2025. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Michael. Giving up on a draft in 2025 with 2 full months left. I'm not giving up on it, but the book is not going to come out. I mean, like publication, because technically the draft was done in 2024, but the revised published copy will not be done until 2026. There are people who have been working on books for a decade, but I don't want to be those people. I don't know if you know Diane Marie. I do. She has published her debut novel. It took her 6 years to write, and it's fantastic. Nice. I don't think is she? I mean, I know who she is, but I don't think I've watched her channel in a while. Did she get traditionally published, or did she self-publish? Just curious. And what is her book called? Because I just want to know. Hello to Michael. Hello to Eva. We got some hearts. We got some more hellos. Maybe the MC is an adult trying to find time to live her dreams while living in an unfair world. But maybe she gets a happy ending. Short story prompt. Yeah, but then I have an issue. Because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting time if I write anything other than book 3. And then nothing gets done with book 3. But stuff has been getting done recently. I feel guilty. I don't know. That's a personal problem. The Echo of Precious Things is a novel. She self-published. And there's a link. I will check that out. And yes, Eve's asking the real questions. When is the next riddle stream? Michael, we were talking about that the other day. Link to the book, then write book 3. You could just talk about writing instead. No. It's like I'm tired of talking about writing. I'm tired of learning about writing. I just want to write. Yeah. And now, I need to take Simba outside. We're going to sprint. Because he's just going to keep whining. Okay, I'm going to get a timer. But yeah, I think it was in Shannon's stream. We were talking about the riddle streams because she was trying to write riddles for her short story. And then I suggested hiring Michael to write them for old time's sake. Okay, I'm getting a timer. I'm all kinds of discombobulated. Okay, timer. How much time should we do? I don't think I'm gonna do 45s because I don't think I have that much focus in me today. I don't want to use the frosty timer. Let's use this forest timer. We can give you a prompt like a different writer's room. No. Just because I don't want to write something that's not what I'm supposed to be writing. Because yeah, I need to either work on book 3 or work on one of the new ones. I don't want to do a short story. Unless it's in the world that I'm doing, which I could do. But so I need to go out, but it's not first thing. Sprint prompt. That can give you a chance to write something and you make it a short story you could suggested. Use the wheel. It could use the wheel. I tried the wheel this morning, but then I didn't feel satisfied with the outcome. And I'm just flip-flopping back and forth. I don't know what my priority is. I honestly don't. I want book 3. I want this trilogy to be done. That is what I want. I don't know. I'm kind of losing it. But anyway, let's get sprint. I could try to explain my riddle process, but the explanation would probably end up sounding like a riddle. Maybe you need to just decide your trilogy isn't a priority. No, I can't do that. True. But this story needs to be told. This needs to be done. It needs to be done. I can't leave it. And I don't got money for that, and I would not want to do that. Someone write a trilogy faster than Morgan. She needs competition, maybe. Could you do a short story that is in the works of the trilogy? Will be small enough you could finish it and get back into the process of writing. I could do that. That is a possibility. I mean, Elior is supposed to have a companion novel. Is that still happening? Who knows? Do a short story that maybe is like a prequel. How did this union between the two families come about? That sort of thing. That could also be really fun. I had an idea for that as well because the Godhead and the Sacred Six and the families, they all have such interesting backstories that I want to explore one day. But when? I don't know. Hello. How are you doing? Just joining to get some reading hours in today. Nice. We're going to be sprinting soon. I'm just having a crisis of what I am doing with my life, with this writing life. Now explore one today after you walk poor Simba. I know. I am going to go take him out. And let us know. I don't know how to read your screen name. So if you want us to call you something, please let us know. Thank you for coming in. But yes, I didn't add the timer to the stream. Okay. Timer. Add the timer. Add the timer. Where what am I doing? Share screen. Oh, it's not music. Okay, let's mute the music. Because I don't like the music. We're gonna do 30. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Explore one today and get back into the mindset of the world. I didn't even realize Morgan was having a crisis. I'm very good, just like Eva said, I am good at masking. So my mind, got hair in my mouth. My mind, it's on fire. So yeah, all right. Got to end the comments. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go do some work. Let me know what you're working on, either for November if you're doing a challenge or just in general, what you're doing right now. You can use Z. I'm thinking explaining how to pronounce it might be complicated. I mean, feel free to explain if you like to, but I'm good with Z if you're good with Z. I don't know how to play poker, but I think I would be good at it. Okay, 30 minutes on the clock. Let me know what you're working on. I will be back and we'll chat. Okay, bye. Go. And we're back. Let me know how that sprint went for you. And I'll tell you how it went for me. What am I doing? What did I do? I took Simba outside. He is now content. And then I started trying to write the like prequel story of the Godhead and like how they split and how they were one being. And I tried to start that. I wrote 72 words before I started spiraling. So then I recorded a voice memo. Oh, it's still recording. I should pause this. Then I was recording a voice memo, just doing a little bit of reflection. Let me know in the comments what you got done. And no one let me know what they're working on. But anyway, I I started a voice memo of trying to like put some things into perspective because I can get a little like pessimistic with my goals and like the stuff I get done, as you guys know. So I was just thinking, what is the difference? What is the difference between me now and me 2020 and 2022 when I released book 1 and book 2 in this trilogy? And there's a lot of things that are different. Because I was trying to see, why am I stuck? It's not a lack of ideas. It's not a lack of desire to write these stories. It's not a lack of, I can't think of a third thing. So what is it that's holding me back from writing the story? Is it the pressure of just my intense desire of wanting to get this trilogy done? Or is it something else? So then I was thinking, like, okay, I wrote 5 books from the year 2020 to 2022. No, 2020 to 2023. I wrote 5 manuscripts, right? So I published 2. That was Seed Among the Thorns and Seed Among the Rocks. And then I wrote Seed Among Good Ground because the first draft is finished. So I wrote that one. I wrote Library of Monsters and Magic. And I wrote the second book in the Cozy Fantasy trilogy. So I wrote 5 books in, was that 4 years? 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4 years time. And now I can't write a book to save my life. And what's the difference? The difference is I'm actually working now. I actually have to leave the house. I actually have to use my brain to like communicate with people, to problem solve, to do my job. In the job before, pandemic, I was in my house from 2020 to 2024. I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have to engage with anybody. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to think at my job. So no wonder I wrote 5 books. And then now I can't write anything. And it's because my nervous system is shot. My nervous system is shot. There's no extra space. I can't hold anything else in my brain. So how am I supposed to come up with new ideas when every crevice of my brain is filled? And no, definitely not job hunting ever. No, I love my job. I love where I am. And I will be staying there for a long time because there's a lot of growth and it's the field that I always want to work in. So, how do I heal my nervous system is the real question. How do I do that? I don't know. Let me look at the comments before I keep rambling, because I'm gonna get lost if y'all said something about something I said 20 seconds ago. Something about me playing poker. I don't know how to play poker. Did another sprint. Why is this text so small? Hold on. I can't read it. Okay, I did another sprint on this declutter. I got to clear the closet and carry a chair to the curb. Then I can vacuum and shampoo. And if my back is still functional, I can put things together again. Nice. Okay, my life is just chaos, then sorting it. Chaos, then sorting it. Relatable. Hello, Emma. How are you doing? What are you working on today? A thumbnail on my YouTube page says Ned's rebrand is bad. Sounds like a thing I should watch. Maybe. And it's fine. It's fine. It was a necessary spiral. Congrats on getting started and a voice memo. Thanks. Hello to Emma. I set the music to my video. Nice. Not me struggling to find the page I was last on in the book I'm reading, at least one chapter down. Hooray. What book are you reading? Didn't get anything done. Okay, cool. Rewrite all 3? Nope. Let's see. I got a scene done in this wild story that might never end. This couple is chatty. Yay. Yay for a scene. You don't have as many hours in the day to write anymore. Writing is more than pen to paper, solid thinking and stuff too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I was working 2 jobs. I was working at the school, and then I was working at the call center. And yet I still had more brain power to like make videos and write and do streams and stream every day in November. And man, those jobs really were mindless. Well, the school wasn't mindless, but during the pandemic, it was a little iffy with the online education, and nobody knew what they were doing at the beginning. So that was the Wild West. But yeah. And then no to this. Never. Let's see. It's not your mind changing over the years makes it hard to dive back into the world you created. But I never left the world I created, because I've been steadily working on it for the last 5 years. So same world, same characters, same story. It's just steadily working on it. So like this, I've never left this world, and it's been in my head since 2009. So the world is always there. I'm in therapy. Have been for a long time. A vacation. I've had several this year, because that was my goal for 2025, was to take a week off each quarter. My quarter 4 time off is going to be 2 weeks because I have 2 weeks of PTO. So I say, why not? Not that I lose it or anything, but I think I need an extended vacation this go around. So yeah, that too. Have I tried meditation? Yes. I'm not good at meditation because I don't like to sit still, and I can't get my mind to be quiet because I have OCD and anxiety, and I don't know how to actually turn off those thoughts. So meditation can be a bit of a struggle. I can try again. That would probably be good. But yeah. Aromatherapy. I don't know. Maybe. I could try it. There are a number of videos out there about writing with a full-time job, but I think you have to find out what inspires you to be creative and channel that into your writing. I agree. But honestly, I just feel like there's too much in my head. There's just too much. There's too much going on. because I'm always thinking about like, oh, I got to fix this person's schedule. And then, oh, I'm supposed to do that thing. And then I have this meeting. Then I have this event to plan. And then, like, oh, okay, this person needed this. And I was supposed to do this for this person. And then, like, oh, did everybody turn in their time card on time? Then I have to, like, I'm just constantly thinking about the things that need to be done. And I don't have a healthy line between work and not work. So I just don't feel like it's an inspiration thing. I feel like it's just like your system is overloaded and it's just going to keep crashing. It's like my computer, my laptop. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it keeps crashing. Thankfully, it hasn't crashed in a while. I don't know what I did to fix it, but I don't know. I don't know. To anyone watching, I don't know how productive this stream is going to be because there are many other sprints happening if you need to get work done, but I might be rambling in this one. Fair warning. If you need to leave, you can leave. You can leave. Yeah. I like to verbally process, and it's helpful to verbally process with other people talking to you too. So, yeah. Journaling without a mask. I haven't journaled in a long time. What was I was reading a comment and I got sidetracked. I need to journal. Yes, I do need to journal again. Not me over here Googling how to heal your nervous system. I mean, I'm probably about to go Google that, Google it too. What I'm hearing is that you need to find balance again. Probably. Yeah. Well, not probably. Yes. Sorry, my brain was thinking of something else. Yes. But I don't even think it's balanced because I was right ahead to Eva's comment. And I'm like, I was pessimistic and hard on myself then too. So I'm like, well, what's the difference? I was still going through like this same, like maybe this is just my process, but it feels different. Internally, it feels different. But yes, you're right. I did not feel capable then either. And I was looking back last night and I was like, okay, well, how did I do this when I was still feeling like this? And I go back and I watch like my mental health video where I had a panic attack on camera and I was talking about mental health. And I'm like, you were going through it. You're still going through it, but like less than it was before. So what's the difference between then and now? I don't know. Look, I'm talking fast. I need water. Men don't love women like you. Okay. I don't know what that book is, but okay. Yeah. Let's see what Tiffany says. It could be as simple as creating a routine that tells your mind you're about to go into writing mode, or it could be picking a group of data that are the days that you write and hold those down. Hold those as non-negotiable. Maybe. That's also very hard too, though, because I have a flexible work schedule. And sometimes I have to go to events. But I plan the events, so I should know when the events are. So, Simba, stop squatching. You're going to give yourself a skin infection. I think the answer is you just got to slow the writing down, think about goals, and then cut them in half, or give yourself twice the amount of time to achieve them. Yes. Yeah. I mean, Yeah. You don't work on the weekends? Not all the time. I do sometimes work on the weekends. It may be that for a while you may only be able to write on the weekends instead of trying to force the balance throughout the week. And that's the thing. Right now I'm not doing anything. So, yeah. Some days I have Saturdays, or some weeks I have Saturdays, some weeks I don't. I always have Sundays, but I try not. I mean, I don't try not to write on Sundays, but I do other stuff on Sundays. So, but yes, again, I do make the event calendar. So I should be able to rearrange and know when I can work on stuff. I don't know how far I am in the comments, but I'm just going to keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. It does. Maybe you need a new world to explore, a nice detour to write. Been thinking about that too. And then the problem with that is then I feel guilty about not working on the story that I'm supposed to be working on. And so then I can't enjoy the story that I'm in. But yes, this is also good advice. I'm also not good at meditation. Yeah. Weed. Nope, I can't do it. Hello, Richard. I came in at the weed chat. I mean, not necessarily. Let's see. Excuse me, you owe me a pudding pick. Pudding? Must be the universe telling you to chill out. Let's see. Then maybe you need to clear your mind. Like perhaps you could keep a notebook next to you where you jot down all the tasks you have going, so they're out of your head, and then you can get back. I thought there was more. Oh, there it is more. Back to writing. I used to have to do that. It's one of the reasons I listen to music while I write. It quiets the other thoughts. Yes. I like all of your advice. Let's see. Michael says, I will be 44 years old by the time I finish my epic poem and ready to really send it out on submission, but it'll be worth the wait. It takes time. You are correct. Let's see. To be honest, I get that, Morgan. I have too many projects on the boil. I do too. I mean, I have too much of everything. This is my last Saturday at 44 years old. Happy early birthday. I want to work on all of them, but I do not have the time or energy. True that. We got hellos. After this year, my view on life is just an entirely different angle than it was a year ago. I imagine, yeah. Try just for a week or 2 weeks to just write on the weekends when you aren't working, just to see if it creates the kind of balance that you are looking for. Yes. And I mean, I've been telling my boss this as well, of like even I don't want to talk about work too much, but trying to find my balance there too, of like making sure I'm handling all my work tasks in the best possible way that I can. So I'm it's not just writing, it's also just my life in general, where I feel like I'm so off kilter and I don't really know how to fix it. I know what needs to be fixed, but sometimes I'm like, I don't really know how to how to fix it. Because I do a thought dump and I'm like, okay, let me list all the tasks I have to do at work, and then all the tasks I got to do at home, and then all the tasks I have to do here. So I'm not carrying it, and then I can see it and like organize it. So I've been trying to do some of that. But I really just I want to write something and I want to finish this book. But yes, I read that one. I'm enjoying the candid conversation. Good. I'm good at candid conversation. If you came to work, you might have to join another stream. Melissa's still streaming. And Sarah Cannon, I think, is also still streaming. WeChat, yes. I've been doing some blog posts on my website about my processes. Oh, nice. The next one might be controversial. I know how to read. It's about how I have actually been using AI in a useful way with writing admin. Okay. Controversy gets clicks. To be honest, I'm not after clicks. I just find documenting my process these days is quite fun and cathartic. Good. People crave relevance after the last years of aesthetic social media. Aesthetic social media will never be me. Just saying. Can anyone suggest a really clickbait title? Nope. I can't even create a title. The AI post will get clicks. Seems interesting. Also have a full-time job, which sucks away a lot of precious time too. Those jobs. Clicky title using Gen AI for writing. Using AI isn't as evil as Gen X says it is. That's the title idea from Eva. You also need to give yourself a break and stop thinking you have to work on book 3. But I do, Tiffany. I do have to. I've been working on it for so long. For so long. Richard says that's not a bad one, Eva. You're free to work on whatever you want to work on. Book 3 will come when it comes, and you need to find a way to be all right with that and not let it hold you from working on other things. You speak truth, but it is hard truth. Yeah. Let's see. Saying that I am in a AI for Authors Facebook group, and there's some wild stuff going on there. I have 0 novels out. I don't know the answer to your question. AI did more for me than your editor did for you. Wow. Yeah, I don't get the whole aesthetic thing. I'd rather my work stand for itself. Maybe I'm a marketing dinosaur. Yeah. I love that. People spend too much time making their setups like aesthetic, etc. I'd rather get on with writing. I have finite time as it is. Exactly. I agree. Oh, I'm getting to the end of the comments. To the point of what Tiffany said, you could be struggling because you're trying to force yourself to work on book 3 when maybe that's not what you should be working on right now. Well, somebody tell me what I should be working on right now. There's a poll on my tab. I don't know what I should be working on. I really don't know. Okay. Some people do. Some people complain about AI. What? Oh, title idea. I read that weird. Okay. How AI is helping me as an indie author. I like that one. It's not really clickbaity, but is it clickbaity? I don't know. I like it. Good suggestions to Eva. I walked away from a series for quite a while because I kept writing the same part over and over again. When I was finally able to write it, the thing came out better than I would have thought. Have I tried tarot? No, I have not. I used to have some not tarot cards. I used to have oracle cards, but I threw them away. So, nope, I have not tried that. Poetry collection. I was thinking about that. I was trying to figure out how many poems to put in it. I don't think I have enough right now, but I could work on a poetry collection. That was my other idea. And then my other idea was to work on a children's book. But again, I feel like I'm just coming up with ideas to like procrastinate on. Cozy mystery. AI is still stupid, but already smarter than your editor. I know you've been writing more poetry lately. I have, because I've been feeling things. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't use AI, but I love soundboarding and workshopping. If book 3 was done, what would make you happy to work on? I don't know. I mean, I know what I have next in the plan, in the publishing plan, is the Cozy Fantasy series. And then if not that, then it's my middle grade horror novel that I want to query. But are these just because is it just because it's in the plan? Or is it something I actually want to work on? I don't know. So maybe the fact you've been leaning more into poetry means it's time to work on adding some more poems to the collection. Maybe someone at the book festival I went to, they were selling a poetry collection. It was like this thin. They only had like 20 or so in there. I thought you needed like a lot to put in, but probably you don't need that. I don't know how many you need for a collection. Yes, there's also the middle grade horror. There's so many. I have so many projects. I think you could have a stopping point in writing because you have OCD maybe, and life isn't allowing that right now, and it's just itching under the skin. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I know you have OCD because you said so. So I just mean I think that's what is aggravating the unfinished trilogy. Yeah, because I can have just 2 books sitting on a shelf, and the third one's not there. And I'm sorry about your popcorn, Tiffany. I hope you can pop some more. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is that. Would it be a just right feeling? Which theme would that be? Maybe symmetry. Because, well, kind of. Not really. Trying to see what OCD theme that would probably fall under, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, okay. I don't know. That's what I did during sprint. I had a little breakdown. Not really a breakdown, but I don't know. I don't know how to move on from that. Should we sprint? Probably. I'm going to remove my timer from the studio. I don't want to do 45. I can't focus for that long today. Beach timer? Nope, we're not at the beach. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do snow. I know Halloween's over, but we're going to do the Switch's Cauldron. Mayhaps. I didn't know that was the symbol for a sprint. 10-minute rule, no. Do some verbal notes during the sprint and get some of these feelings out. Probably so. Oh, I didn't share. Let me add this timer to the studio. And yeah, I've rambled enough. Let us sprint. 30 minutes. Get something done. Happy sprinting, everybody. And yes, Laura does make a nice timer. We are back. How was that sprint for everybody? I did some not really journaling. Kind of journaling adjacent. Writing and voice memoing and verbal processing. So I did that. No answers yet, but working on finding them. It's 5:00. I should stand and stretch at some point. But yeah, how did everybody else do? Let me know. And yeah, AI is not good at jokes or have a good sense of humor. Yeah. I mean, I don't want it to, because again, AI should not replace people. So, yeah, it can keep being bad at jokes. I mean, people are also bad at jokes, but yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit more just reflecting and planning. And maybe not get much writing done this weekend on my projects. Speaking of, if you haven't voted in my poll on my community tab / post tab, please go vote. Right now, the OCD Dark Academia story is winning, which is fine with me. It is probably no. I think the werewolf story is actually, they're probably all about the same as far as outlining is concerned. I mainly just have a premise for all of the stories on my poll and have characters and things. So, yeah. So either one is fine with me. OCD Dark Academia story will probably be the winner, because I'm just going to go with whatever is the winner by the end of the day today. And that's what I'm going to focus on. Yeah. And that's going to be my next project. It's going to be a standalone, so I don't have to worry about series or anything like that. So that is also fun. The rest of them, number 2 and number 3, are in the same series. And the last one, that's a duology, which I know the least about. So I'm glad it's not winning. So yeah. That is what happened. And my plan, like I said, is to continue figuring myself out. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep sprinting. I'm going to probably do another one, but I think I'm going to do a 45 for the next one, because I did kind of get into reflecting and semi-journaling. That was my update, Eva. I kind of just did some journaling and reflecting and trying to figure out what's going on. So yeah, that's what I did. Michael chatted with his mom. It's at the table. We're having sushi tonight. Ooh, yum. I really want to make a sushi bake. My sister made some a couple weeks ago. It was so good. I want some. I went and did a sprint since there was time left, and now I'm back. Way to motivate me. Yay. What did you get done? Missed your update, but nice work. Thank you. That's good. And sushi does sound good. Yes. So yeah. I'll probably do a 45 for the next one. I'm gonna stand up, stretch, pace, talk to myself. and do some more journaling. So that's my plan for the next one. The room is mostly clear and ready to vacuum and shampoo now. Yay. I also need to reset my house a little bit, clean up a little bit, but I'm not doing that today. That will be a tomorrow morning project. And then sometime today or tomorrow, I have to do my self-evaluation for work. So I will have to clock in. I was trying to remember if I clocked out yesterday. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. If not, I'll just text my boss. But anyway, eventually I have to log in and do my self-evaluation for the year, which I think I did a fantastic job this year at my job. So I'm going to give myself a glowing review. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I'm pretty tuckered, so I may be done with that task until tomorrow. Sounds good. The chaos is all in my front room now. That's how I clean too. You just move it until it's all put away somewhere. Tell Morgan we said hi. I will. I'm hoping to get this declutter done, the chaos out of my front area and the Halloween decor down, but tomorrow me makes her own choices. Yes. Speaking of clocks, don't forget peeps to fall back tonight. Yes. Though I don't have any clocks in my house that don't automatically go back. Oh, yes, I do. The stove and the microwave. Why was I about to say the micro machine? Okay. Joey Fu, he's a content creator. I clean like him, minus the leaf blower and power washer, though I do have a power washer. So he's giving me ideas. Interesting. How does he clean with a leaf blower? Does he blow everything into the middle of the room? Because I don't have a leaf blower, but that's how I clean. Is I put everything into a pile, and then I sort through the pile, and then yeah, it's like a shifting pile. Yeah. Sometimes yes, same chaos piles and sorting. Can you fall back an hour on your own? My alarm clock from 1989. Yeah. If I know what's there, it's not as messy as if it's all over. Exactly. I don't know why that is. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Just put it all in the pile and then I'll sort through the pile. Okay. I rambled a lot during this whole stream. So we're going to just kick it off into a 45. Which will probably be the last one. So make it count. I don't know what my streaming schedule is going to be for the month. I cannot do every day. So I think I'm going to do Monday nights and then Thursday mornings because I work late on Thursday until 7. And I go in later. So I'm thinking of doing 7 in the morning to 9 in the morning on Thursdays and then 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on Monday nights for the month. So that will probably be my streaming schedule for the month. All right, we are going to go into the magical library. Most of the electronic devices will reset themselves, adjusting for the fallback time. Yes. But micro clocks and anything you have to set manually, yeah, set those. I have 21 clocks in my house. 21? I have 0 clocks in my house. It's kind of sad. That's a lot of clocks. Yeah, a lot of clocks. Just use a sundial. I wish I had a sundial. Okay, nope, not that one. Nope. Okay. Oh no, the timer is going. Stop. No one told you to do that. Take it back. Okay, 45 minutes. I'm going to stretch and continue to journal and plan. So, happy sprinting, everybody. Get some stuff done. Live streams and social media stuff. Awesome. All right, let's go. All right, we are back from our final sprint for the day. I forgot I was on the stream for a moment. So let me know how you did. I did some journaling. Sorry, it's tight on my arm. I did some journaling and reflecting because it's the time of the year that I reflect anyway, and usually the time of the year that I spiral. So I think it's helping. I'm reframing some things and doing some journaling prompts. So yeah, I'm thinking of making a video on this, but I need to on what I'm doing. But I'm gonna wait till I'm actually finished with what I'm doing before I talk about it. So yeah, how was that for everybody else? I'm probably going once I get off of here, I'm gonna go straighten up my house a little bit. Maybe watch something and continue journaling. And yeah. That's it. So for November, it looks like it's going to be I'm going to work on the OCD Dark Academia story. In addition to Seed Among Good Ground. And then I have some plans for both videos and streams. Maybe just, I don't know. I don't know which one. Yeah. But I like processing things in videos. The only thing I'm mildly concerned about now is I might have to take my YouTube channel off of my the back matter for my books, because now everybody at work knows that I write books, and a couple of them have bought the book. And I'm mildly worried about my tendency to overshare on my channel not being something I want to overshare at work. So hopefully they just don't go to my YouTube channel. But it's in the back of my head now. But it's not like I say anything crazy. I just overshare sometimes. But I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. But I guess kind of being cautious now of what exactly I share on my channel. But I don't know. Anyway, JC says, yes, I'm always here for more Morgan videos. Thank you. Set up streams and started scheduling social media posts. Yeah, a little awkward. I'm excited that you guys are excited about the fact that I write books and you want to support me. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. But don't Google me. Just read the book. Or give it to a teenager. Give it to someone. But just don't Google me. Don't watch my videos, please. Yeah, I think that's it for today. My next stream is on Monday at 7:30 p.m. And my other streams I probably will just schedule on probably a pop-up basis. yeah. And the weeks that I'm off of work, I'll probably stream more or do more videos. I don't know. That's in 3 weeks. So, yeah, just subscribe to my channel and you'll see what I come up with. So, yeah. Thank you for sharing your time with us, Morgan. You are welcome. And your thoughts. Thank you for your thoughts as well to my spiraling. I am going to Google some more about how I should regulate my nervous system. But yeah, I have lots of thoughts. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here because I would probably keep rambling. So Jenny says saying it here so I don't skip out. I think I'm going to stream on Twitch in a couple hours. Okay. I might be there. Because I still want to keep journaling and trying to figure my brain out. And it's been a long process of figuring that out. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna go. I need to straighten up because it's a mess in here, just like my mind. So, all right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see you all around YouTube. So, thanks.